So, hi guys. Now today I want to do some Microsoft Excel from beginner level. So to begin Microsoft Excel, you just open the folder where you want to locate your file, or if you don't have a folder, you create a folder. So let's create a folder on the desktop. So you right click anywhere on the screen and go new, then folder. So let's give the folder name. Let's say school school database, school database. Then we open the folder. So inside the folder, you right click, then you go to new, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Excel worksheet. Then we give the worksheet a name. Let's say school. Then we click and we press enter to open, or you double click. Now, as you can see, the worksheet has opened. So in Microsoft Excel, we have a workbook. So a workbook is a collection of many worksheets, and a worksheet is a collection of rows and columns. So in Microsoft Excel, the worksheet columns are represented by letters, while rows are represented by numbers. So we also have cells. So a cell is an intersection between a row and a column. So where the rows and the columns meet, we call it a cell. So in Microsoft Excel, we have different cell referencing. So we have relative cell referencing, absolute cell referencing, and mixed cell referencing. Relative cell referencing, this is when we reference the cells by beginning with the column letter followed by the row number. For example, the cell which we have clicked is cell B2. It's a relative cell reference since it has been named as B2. It has started with the column letter followed by the row number. Next we have absolute cell referencing. In absolute cell referencing, this is when we reference cells by beginning with a $sign followed by the column letter, then followed by the $sign, and lastly the row number. And lastly we have mixed cell referencing. Mixed cell referencing. This is when we have both relative cell referencing and absolute cell referencing. So in this video, we are going to do some tasks. Let's begin with entering some labels. So a label in Microsoft Excel are the naming of the row naming and column naming. For example, if we want to enter some data down the column, we can give the label. For example, we have name. So name is a label because it describes the type of data to be entered in the cells. We can also have, for example, we can say mathematics, maths. We can have English. We can have Kiswahili. And we can have chemistry. So those are labels. They show that the type of data to be entered there. We will have name, then the subjects. So the subjects are labels since they describe which data is to be entered. So to the right we can add total. So we calculate the total marks. So we are going to look at the formulas and functions. So let's also add another label for average. Then we can add for another one for grade. So we'll see the function for grading. We also have ranking. So we'll rank the students. So let's have some five names. So we can say the first one Anne, another one Jane, we can have John, we can have Brian. Those ones are enough, and we can enter some marks. These are sample marks, not real marks. So after entering the marks, we start with the calculations using the functions and formulas. So there is a difference between a function and a formula. So formulas are written direct by the user into the cells in order to perform the functions, while functions are inbuilt formulas. So let's do some formatting before we continue. We can add borders. So to add borders, we select our work, then up here we have this one, then you click the down arrow, then all borders. So as you can see, our worksheet has been given borders. So we can insert a title at the top there. So you right click there, right click, then insert row. So let's add some title. You can say from 3 marks, from 3 marks. So let it be that way. Then we can merge. So to merge the cells, we highlight all the cells that we want to be merged. Then we right click inside the selection. Then we go to format cells. Then we go to alignment. Then we wrap text and merge cells. Then we click OK. Then we center the work. So as you can see, it has been merged. Then we can bold it. Then we change the font type to Times New Roman. Then we can increase the font size. Let it be font size 18. Then we can bold our labels. We bold our labels. You can use the shortcut key for the keyboard, Control B. And you can change the font type to be Times New Roman. Times New Roman. So in my next video, we are going to put some formulas and functions which will calculate the total, the average, and we also grade and rank. So make sure you subscribe so that you can watch the next video. Bye bye.